Hi, this is Dr. Scott Hoar, and today is Treatment Tuesday, and today our patient is Bella Fonseca. Bella is a referral from one of our staff members here, and you're a bartender in downtown Knoxville, correct?
I am, yes.
Okay, very good. So what's going on, and what can we help you with today?
I'm experiencing a lot of upper neck pain and lower back pain. I've had it for a couple years now, so I'm hoping that we can fix that.
Okay. Keep your teeth together, and I want you to touch your chin all the way down to your chest. What do you feel right there? Any stiffness or discomfort or anything?
Just a little bit up here.
Okay. All right. Now look back as far as you can. Good. Any issues there?
No.
Okay. Keep your shoulders still. Turn your head to the right as far as you can, looking at the camera. What do you feel there?
Just a little tightness in my neck.
It's a little bit stiff and limited. All the way to the left? Maybe a little bit less on that side. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's turn and face the wall here. With your right arm, reach down the middle of your back as far as you can. Good. And now the other side. Any stiffness,
Nope.
discomfort, limitation?
Mm-mm.
Reach from down below as high up as you can. Good. Now the other side. And that was tougher to get to, wasn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Turn and face the wall. Feet together. Can you bend over and touch your toes? Okay. Can you do it without bending your knees? What do you feel there?
Just tightness in my hamstrings.
Okay.
Yeah.
No discomfort in the back, though, when you
No.
did it. Okay. Put your hands over your head. Watch out for this bar. And lean back as far as you can. And what do you feel right there?
Just a little tightness in my back.
Okay. Face directly away from, that way. Feet together all the way. And we're going to turn to the right as far as you can. Looking at the camera. Good. Now the other side. A lot tougher to go to the left.
It is, yeah.
And you felt discomfort?
Right here.
Okay. All right. And turn and face this wall. Feet about shoulder width apart. Put your hands directly over your head and squat as low as you can. And up. Very good squat. How'd it feel?
Fine. That's just my knees.
You feel?
I have bad knees.
Did you feel knee pain or discomfort?
No.
Just the clicking and clacking.
Just the clicking, yeah.
All right, all right. And then deadlift. Why don't you show me? I don't have a barbell. What I have is a kettlebell.
That works.
Show me the deadlifts that you typically do that cause discomfort.
Gotcha. Basically, stiff leg deadlifts for sure hurt my back, but I feel it right here. And then if I'm going down doing a regular deadlift, let's see. I also feel it right here.
So give me 3 or 4 reps.
Okay.
And you feel the discomfort right now as you're doing it?
Yes, correct. Right here.
Okay. And if you were to put real weights on there, would it hurt more or about the same?
Probably a little more.
Okay.
I really, really feel deadlifts in my lower back.
And really the headache and low back stuff. Is the neck and headache, is that the worst issue you're dealing with?
Pretty much, yeah. Mainly my upper neck.
You actually have a reverse curvature. You'll notice it kind of looks like that. That's indicating you don't have quite the stability you want in your neck, and you probably have a little bit too much motion going on in there, which we call instability. Luckily, I don't see any degeneration. I don't see any arthritis. So basically, it looks like you're going to respond really well to treatment.
Sounds good.
So that's good. So about 10 millimeters off, where your right side is lower than your left.
Gotcha.
So an imbalance like that, and then you're going to go do a heavy deadlift or heavy squat or something like that, your body's going to have to compensate how it's moving.
I noticed that too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You feel it?
I don't feel it when I'm I record myself to look at my form, and I can tell like one side's stronger than the other, or it looks stronger. So that might be what it is, maybe.
Okay, so we looked at both her x-rays and we did an initial examination. With the exam, what we noticed is her whole body rotation to the left number one, was very limited, and number two, caused discomfort in the lower back. If she can't move through the hips through rotation, then that's going to add a lot more stress to the lower back. As well, we looked at her deadlifts, and that recreated her pain and discomfort. So what we're going to see what we can do to get her doing the deadlift type movement, which is hip flexion to hip extension, without putting any stress on her spine, and seeing why that rotation caused discomfort as well. With her reverse curvature of her neck, we're definitely going to want to look full spine to see what we can do. So let's get to it. So the neck or the back, what is the worst?
My neck, for sure.
Okay, so
yeah.
How long have you been dealing with neck issues?
Since 2017, when I was in my first car accident. It's been progressively getting worse over time.
Okay, and
yeah.
This was like a whiplash sort of thing, or
yeah.
was it worse than that?
No, just about, yeah, whiplash.
Okay. All right, and where do you feel the pain?
Mainly my upper neck, but some nights my lower neck as well.
So it's on both sides?
Yeah, both sides.
Okay. And what have you tried to do to get rid of it up to this point?
Really nothing.
Okay.
I use lidocaine patches when it hurts. I'll crack my own neck, but that's pretty much it.
Right there. Very good. And that was your first neck adjustment.
Feels better already.
All right. A little bit lower on the other side. Very good. Okay. Good. What'd you think of your first neck adjustment?
Felt great.
So now what I'm going to do is a series of muscle tests, and that's going to tell me what's working well and what's not working so well about your neck, your shoulders, all that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Okay? So we'll start right here. I want you to make a fist, and I'm going to push your elbow down towards the table. Don't let it do that.
Okay.
Ready? Go. Discomfort?
No.
All right. Now you're going to put your thumb and your pinky together. Good. And what I'm going to do is pull them apart.
Okay.
Don't let me do that. Again. A little bit weak. The purpose is to press a reset on the function of that segment.
Gotcha.
Good. Thumb and pinky pulling apart. So notice we didn't get a big crack or a pop, right? Yet that clearly made a difference with your strength, right? Yeah. That's what matters. The speed with which we manipulate presses a reset or inhibits the nerve, restores the normal proper function that we're looking for your neck to have. Yeah. Okay. Your elbow is in at your rib cage, and I'm going to pull it out like that. So resist that motion. Really strong. Make a fist. I'm going to push down. Don't let me. Very strong. Okay. Bend your elbow, straighten your hand, and I'm going to pull towards me. Don't let me. Again, it's a little weak, isn't it? Did it irritate anything?
No.
Nothing? Okay, relax. Straighten your hand, pulling towards me. A little bit stronger, yeah? All right. Make a fist. I'm going to push your elbow down. Don't let me. Really strong. Any irritation? Your thumb and your pinky. I'm going to pull them apart. Ah! No, pretty weak on that side, huh?
Just a little
okay. All right. So you know what's coming then. That lower neck part where it kind of becomes the rest of your spine. Good. Very good. Thumb, pinky. And it's a little bit better, but it's not all the way better.
Yeah.
Do you ever have hand or wrist issues?
Sometimes I have wrist pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good flexibility in your wrist. A little bit of a segment right there. That's a little bit restricted. So I'll just do a little. Thumb, pinky. And we're way stronger, right?
Better, yeah.
Good. Elbow in at your rib cage, and I'm going to pull it out like that. Don't let me. Ready? And again. That was weak, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're in there. And good. Relax your elbow. Perfect. Take a deep breath. Breathe on out. Very good. And I'm pulling out like that. Don't let me. Ready? Way stronger, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Now, straighten your hand, and I'm going to pull towards me. Don't let me. Again. Yeah, plenty strong.
Gotcha.
All right. All right, so I want you to put your chin to your chest. Good. And breathe out. Very good. Does that hurt?
No, it just feels a little stiff.
So look at the internal rotation difference here and there.
Yeah.
Big difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm doing a hip manipulation here.
Okay.
So I'm going to drop it over here. And you feels like it wants to pop out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No, we're doing it right. A little better, huh?
Yeah.
All right, good. Come on, strong lady. All right, other side. I'm going to push down. Don't let me. Okay. Big imbalance, right?
Yeah.
So those are your hip flexors. So what I want you to do is turn and face that way. So the hip flexors tested weak. The nerves that control your hip flexors exit your spine right around here. So that's what I'm going to adjust, okay?
Gotcha.
Breathe out for me. Good. Okay. And that was your first low back adjustment. Muscle test, pushing down. Don't let me. Again. Lot stronger, yeah?
Yeah, it is stronger.
All right, good. We'll do a muscle test here. I'm going to push your leg down like so. Don't let me do that. Really strong. Other side. Pushing down. Don't let me. Again. Not so strong, right? Turn on your side. This side up. So your glutes just tested weak, which are an important part of deadlifting, right? Or just keeping your back healthy. So I'm going to adjust your sacrum, which is where the nerves out of there control that motion. Take it up. There we go. So both of them went pretty easy, so they were ready to go. So raise your knee up, hold it up right there, pushing down. A lot stronger, yes?
Yeah.
All right, good. Okay, can you actually hold on to the table so I don't slide you?
Yep.
I'm going to yank on your arch
Gotcha.
right here, so relax it as much as possible. Good. Another yank here. Good. And last one. Very good. Switch feet. Does that make sense to you? That
Yeah.
If the feet aren't moving well, aren't absorbing normal shock, then your hips recruit and move and activate differently.
Makes sense.
Having said that, your feet have pretty good motion, so.
Okay, that's good.
Great. Okay. Cool. Let's make a fist here. What I'm going to do is push down. You just resist the way you already are and rotate your head to the left as far as you can. And back to neutral. And that was a little bit less bad, wasn't it? Let's just make sure that that's the case. Rotate your head to the left. Back to neutral and fist. Pushing down and go. Yeah, it goes further and it feels easier.
Yeah, it feels a lot easier.
All right, can you hold a 25-pound kettlebell in your hand?
Yeah.
That first exercise I had you doing, we call that the armbar left rotation exercise. The purpose of that was to stabilize your shoulder, girdle, and your spinal column, and then restoring your neck motion. basically the message here is when we have proper stability and control of our core and our body moves way better with less distress and less discomfort.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
It just felt a lot better when I was actually holding something and this was stabilized. It was easier to turn my neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So we do the butt touch game. That's what we call this. Purpose of this is to hinge through your hip, okay, while keeping your spine neutral. You've heard of that?
No.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is shift my butt back, tap it to the wall, and stand up straight. If I do it successfully the way I just did, then I get about a 1/4 inch off the wall, and so on and so forth.
Gotcha.
And the further we go with this, the more you're hinging through your hip, not through your spine.
Gotcha.
And you're really learning to move through your hips.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see you do that.
So I just stand closer to the wall at first?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then stand straight up in between, and now a 1/4 inch off, because that was so easy. Good. That was like 3.5 inches. This one's going to be really hard.
Oh, God.
I would go back a little bit.
It was like,
yeah.
did I move too much? Okay.
Good. Good. Now, this time, don't touch my hands.
Don't touch your hands? Okay.
You see the difference?
Yeah.
You like to go forward with your spine versus backwards with your hips.
Gotcha.
Perfect. And stand up. I want you to stand up all the way straight and engage abs and glute kind of at the same time.
Okay.
Good. And again. Beautiful. Any irritation when you do this? Good. Super small 1/4 inch off. Good. Good. Feel good?
Yeah.
And you're engaging here
Yeah.
at the top, at the full extension of it. All right, good. So I like that. Now, what you're going to do is I want you to stay exactly where you are. I'm going to give you this bar, and what you're going to do is just shift the bar in the front of your pants till roughly knee level, and you're going to stand up. Now, what I want you to do is start really activating your lats to create more stability in your spine during the hip hinge. Gotcha. So what I'm going to do that, put the bar forward a little bit. The second pair of exercises where we started with I call it the butt touch game, but the hip hinge against the wall, and then using the band, we got your lats activating. What was that like for you?
I think right off the bat, it felt a lot better when you had me doing it that way because I could actually feel everything engaged properly versus how I was doing it before. Yeah. Good.
What kind of impact do you think this will make using these couple of strategies we gave you and then the coaching cues we gave you? What difference will that make going forward with your physical health, but also with your working out, with your fitness, with all that sort of stuff?
I think it'll help specifically with my lower back pain, and it'll also help me improve strength-wise and with my form in general.
Good.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. So what we learned here today was 2 things. Number 1, we got your hips moving better. Number 2, we showed you the proper mechanics of really hinging at the hip and keeping the movement and the stress out of the spine.
Yeah.
And then adding the lat engagement, which is just going to help you stay neutral during your movements. And if you do these things during the deadlift, you should feel good. And the deadlift should reinforce spinal health versus beating up on it. Yeah. Deadlift's a very good, healthy activity for you to be doing. But when you do it wrong, which you were a little bit, that's when it's going to beat up on you.
Gotcha.
All right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so that was our treatment. Bella, how did that go for you?
Perfectly. I feel a lot better already, and I learned some interesting new things.
Good.
Yeah.
Was it scary?
No.
It wasn't scary?
No.
Good. A lot of people think it's scary.
Yeah.
Then they do it, And then it's really not all that scary. Just whatever we had in our minds kind of makes it scary sometimes. Do you think this will make a difference for you when you're at work?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I'm on my feet so much, so I can't, I can't have that lower back pain. So I think if I work on all of that, I'll feel a lot better at work.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you have a very active job as a bartender. You're lifting stuff. You're on your feet for long hours, and you need to really have that physical capacity, that endurance, that strength to be able to serve your customers with a smile on your face.
Yeah.
So hopefully this leads to helping with that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being a great patient. You're a great sport and awesome on camera. Do I have anything else I want to say?
I don't know. Do you?
Okay. So thank you so much for watching our Treatment Tuesday this week. You can, I don't know, do you have like Instagram or something? You want me to plug any?
You can if you want.
You can find Bella on Instagram. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below, and hit that like button, and we'll see you next Treatment Tuesday. Bye-bye.